So I get asked a lot what kind of watch I'm wearing. This is a Patek Philippe 5712. Now the significance of this is this watch is over $100,000. Now the reason why I have a watch like this is not to flex on people, but to show a lesson. The lesson with this watch is called a Patek. And this is a watch, if you want to buy it, it will cost you over $100,000. Now, that is the jerky thing. The reason why I'm doing this is to kind of be funny at the same time. There are currently only 2 lists in wholesaling real estate that you can buy a Patek with, or a Patek like this. And I'm dubbing these my Patek lists. So the only lists in wholesaling real estate, the only way you can get a Patek is if you can get a list in wholesaling that rhymes with it. And I'm not even being joking. And the funny part about this is the only 2 things that rhyme with Patek are probates and pre-foreclosures. And that's what we're talking about today. Patek, probate, pre-foreclosure. That is all we are talking about today. So if you want to buy a $100,000 watch, or just get $100,000 in general, you have to focus on 3 things. Patek, probate, pre-foreclosures. So every time you see I'm wearing a watch that's over $100,000, you might say, dang, I kind of want that. Well, the only way you're going to get it is by doing probates and pre-foreclosures. And I'm legitimately not trying to make a joke here. I'm really hammering home the lesson of how simple it is to make $100,000 this month with no money, no skills, nothing. That is the point. Seriously, that is how simple it is. And all you need to do is just pull a pre-foreclosure list, text them, put a sticky note on the door. Your life will be changed. I promise you, your life will be changed. You pull this probate list, costs nothing at all. I just made a TikTok about this just like five minutes ago. It took me 20 seconds to record the TikTok. You know why? I just pulled up the probates and pulled up the pre-foreclosures, threw that sucker into cyber background checks, and got to work. The question I always have with you is, why are you not doing this? Why do you, if you're a guy, I think guys care, mostly guys want cars. How much is oh, I have a better one. Porsche 911. I'm not going to comment on cars I own. But if you want a Porsche, probates and pre-foreclosures. A Porsche, Patek, probate, pre-foreclosure. All the male toys that are over $100,000, you can only get them through probates and pre-foreclosures. And I wish I could be funny about this, but the coolest things in life, I guess, all come from pre-foreclosures and probates. And, we call this push and P. The letter P is so valuable in the wholesaling real estate space because it is just so simple. There is seriously no way you can screw up in wholesaling real estate if you just focus on those lists. Because a probate is just a list of people that passed away with the most, not the least, like the literal most motivation possible. Someone passed away, there's no sentimental value because they didn't live in the house, because the old person probably bought the house 5 or 6 years ago. They're going to sell it and they're out of state. Super motivated. Pre-foreclosure. The house is one of the most motivated. It's going to auction in the next couple months. What more do you need? I'm being honest with you. Like, what more do you need? Because if you are looking to make $100 grand, I think $100,000 will change anyone's life. And I think the shiny objects are cool and all. They might be pretty stupid to a point. But if you want them, there's just one easy, simple way. Pre-foreclosures and probates. And I know it's a really boring topic for some people, but what is boring about making $100,000? Like, what would $100 grand do for you? And do you see how I'm hyping you up to just do the work? I'm not hyping you up here to go pay me a course or go sign up for some software. Guys, this is all free lists. Like, these are all completely free lists. There's nothing possible with this. There's nothing like, yeah, I guess get a pre-foreclosure on like X leads, but honestly, it'd be better just to get it from the government. It'd be way easier to do. And so if you want a paddock, you want a Porsche, pre-foreclosures and probates. That's it. And if you do this even crazier, if you're able to take those lists, skip trace them, text them, call them, put a sticky note, and you do that for a year straight, I don't know how you don't make at least 100 grand. I really don't. If you're in a decent wholesaling market, I don't know how it's even possible for you not to get a wholesaling deal by doing this. Now the questions always come like, oh Zach, oh man, I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard. It's not, the thing about trying is, did you do those lists and did you market to all of them or did you not? It is a 1 or a 0. Do you have a paddock or do you not? Do you have a Porsche or do you not? And the funniest thing about it is I kind of have a Porsche. Do you kind of have a Porsche or do you have one? Yes or no? And the thing about this is, have you marketed to all the pre-foreclosures and probates? There's a payment to this stuff. There's a payment to all of these things. And the craziest part about this is nobody in here has ever said, I've pulled all the probates, all the pre-foreclosures, I've called all 1,000 for the month, maybe at most. Let's say you live in Houston. I put a sticky note on all the houses, Zach, and I still couldn't get a wholesaling deal. I don't know one person in a year that did that. And I still get people to this day complaining to me. Oh man, it must be nice to have that. Must be nice. I'm giving you the formula. I'm telling you everything you need to know. What do you mean it must be nice? Go do what I'm doing. I'm giving you everything. I'm probably losing money doing it. Actually, no, I get JV deals. So, okay. But how? How in the world are you watching this right now and you're saying, oh man, how do I get rich? How do I do deals? How do you not get a wholesaling deal by doing this? This is ridiculous. And there's so other way. You could drive for dollars, right? We could reverse drive for dollars. We could pull a high equity list, right? You can do tired landlord eviction, other government lists. But for the worriers, for worrying Walter, I don't know. For all the people who are worrying everywhere, just focus on those 2 lists. Just focus on those 2 lists. And I'm coming out with a new thing. If anyone says, Zach, it's a nice watch, I'm like, well, are you doing a probates? Are you doing pre-foreclosures? Then shut up. And I've come to the point now where some of y'all are just slapping me in the face. And we're going to do some one-on-ones today. I'm going to talk to you guys today. But like, it's a legitimate slap in the face sometimes when I legitimately ask you, why are you not where you want to be at? And you say, I don't know. This should be a very, very, very clear message. You are not at where you want to be at because you are not pulling the pre-foreclosures and probates. And I'm saying this in the Discord, so it's not going to go out, and maybe it'll go out. I don't know. Maybe it'll go on the YouTube. Who knows? But for the people that watch this, you'll see this message, and I say this message everywhere, right? We have hundreds of thousands of people across the YouTube channels, and I say this message very clearly, but still, it doesn't get into everyone's skull. And then when you find somebody who's going out here and making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, right? We just had Andrew, he just joined, he's in Jacksonville, right? He didn't join, I mean, I've known Andrew for a while. And the thing about Andrew is he's clearing hundreds of thousands of dollars and he markets those lists. And so I think he was in the testimonials and the networking tabs and looking for JV partner. You're in Jacksonville, check out Andrew. He has a green check mark in the Discord. He's an awesome dude. But the thing is, I don't want anybody to go and talk to him like, how did you do it? You know how he did. He learned from me. What do you think he did? He's a smart guy. You know why he's a smart dude? Because he listens to what I say and then he does it. Guys, in this Discord, there are people with green check marks. All right? All you have to do is just say, did you get there by following what Zach does or just ignoring everything he does? You're not going to find me, oh, I don't do anything Zach does. I do what he does. I give you everything. And the ones that become millionaires in this game are the ones that say, Roger that, Zach, whatever you did, I'm going to do that too. And then they do it and then they get rich. And the thing stopping you just, why can't you pull the pre-foreclosure list? What's so scary about it? Are you scared to get rich? I had a guy tell me the other day, he wanted to make a wholesaling YouTube channel. Right? This is a joke, but this is people are so crazy. He said, Zach, I want to make a wholesaling YouTube channel. He's making money. I said, go do it. He said, but I don't want to get too famous, you know. Bro, I can walk into Home Depot right now and no one knows who I am. I'm chilling, right? I can make millions of dollars online and no one knows who I am. I'm good, right? I went to Universal like last month. No one knows who I am. I'm chill, right? Here and there, some people say hi to me, but like, the thing is, it's like when people like, and I'm not trying to be funny, but like I have some, like sometimes like my sister's friends will be like, Zach, I want to go to the gym. I'm like, oh, go work out. They're like, but I don't want to get too jacked. And I'm like, I promise you, you squatting 5 sets a week is not going to turn you into Arnold Schwarzenegger. And some of you guys are like, I don't want to get too rich wholesaling. You guys feel like the gym, like you instantly start motivating sellers, you're going to be drowning in the money. You're going to get too rich. You really have to be consistent with it, just like the gym. You really have to be consistent with it. But I promise you, once you start going at it, you start getting a lot of deals. You start getting cash. You start getting money, and you just start getting rich. And the message clearly for everybody, if you are not where you want to be at, or you want to paddock, just think about one thing. One thing. One simple thing. Pre-foreclosures, probates. You want a Porsche? Pre-foreclosure probate for 911. GT3 RS, we gotta do a couple of those. But basically, that's all you need. That's all you actually need to do right now. Stop with the other stuff. Should I do novations? Should I run Facebook ads? What did I tell you? What did I say? Pre-foreclosures and probates. Call the list, go through Wholesaling.com. Go through the probates, go through the pre-foreclosures, the list pending section. Text the pre-foreclosures, call the probates, text the probates, put a sticky note on all their doors, and you're gonna get rich. Guys, you can use ChatGPT right now. Actually, I'd use Gemini AI because they own Google Maps. Put the CSV of all, let's say 100 properties. Say, create me the most efficient route for driving these. And Gemini will give it to you. And boom, you got the route. You got the work you need to do tomorrow. I'm just going to shut this off right now. Like, what else do we need to talk about? Like, seriously, if you go to Wholesaling.com, on the pinned thing is my government list. I show you a link to pull the probates and the pre-foreclosures for free. Throw that in the cyber background checks, upload it to XLeads if you want to go crazy. That's it. End of talk. You want to make money, go do it. Pre-foreclosures, probates. Check it out, Wholesaling.com.